because from now on till 2001, there's no trace of his spycraft, though unconfirmed rumors have come in from Korea about Uri looking for hidden North Korean tunnels, and from Operation Desert Storm about Uri looking for mobile Iraqi Scud missile launchers, and from Iraq, helping pinpoint their secret nuclear reactor for the Israeli Air Force to strike.
Has he ever talked to you about any of these things?
He has not. Well, I've heard those stories.
And
Are
those stories, with or without Uri involved, are those examples of applications, the kind of abilities that you've investigated?
Absolutely. When you say that he found the reactor in Iraq, is totally believable. It's the kind of thing that we had a program running, as you know, for 23 years. And what supported us, particularly at our last decade, was entirely operational things of that type.
And then came September 11th, 2001.
When that horrendous, tragic attack came on the 11th of September, I was actually a day before that in New York with Michael Jackson. All the remote viewers, I believe, were reactivated because America needed information fast.
You've said that after 9/11, you got a call from someone called Ron. Tell me that story.
The only thing that I can tell you is that I was reactivated by a person called Ron. I can't tell you what nationality and what country.
Is that because you don't know, or because you can't tell?
Because I can't tell. Of course I know.
And what does reactivated mean?
Well, you know that, for instance, in the spy business, there are sleepers, as you know, sitting in Moscow or in London, sleeping for 7-8 years, and then they're reactivated. Go to work. We need this information.
And you got a call.
And I got a call, but so did probably another 150 people, and probably in a few countries.
Is it true that the people who took part in the Fort Meade program were reactivated after 9/11?
They may have been reactivated on a piecemeal effort. That I have heard that some of them had been called in to be helpful.
I mean, right after 9/11, there was a lot of recontact of remote viewers. And some of them were talking about this at remote viewing conferences. In fact, I was a voice, actually, to try to talk people out of doing that. Because after all, if there are terrorist cells in the U.S., you don't want them hunting down remote viewers as targets.
There is that other side to Uri Geller. And I love that side as much as I love the totally open show business side of Uri Geller. And that side is the dark side. It's what you see in spy movies. You know what? In a very strange way, Vikram, I love the mystery around it. It's my persona. It's what made Uri Geller. So not just stopping, just a step before the truth and the revelation and the true knowledge of what I really did, that's Uri Geller. That was my life. So I will always make sure that the final truth is never known.
Final truth or not, what about the science underlying all this? Our understanding of things like quantum entanglement has come a long way since the 1970s.
From a theoretical perspective, in terms of neurophysiology and electrophysiology and neurology, I could explain that whole thing. It would take me an hour to do it because I'm not facile enough at being able to do it in a couple sentences. But I can't explain to you how synchronistically quantum entanglement in the brain works. And I believe that one can construct a very coherent theoretical explanation for these things.
Truth of the matter is, it used to be that science fiction was way out ahead of physics, but lately physics has exploded so much into so many different new directions that real physics is actually beginning to outstrip science fiction.
Are you doing classified work now?
Right now I'm not.
Would you tell me if you were?
If it were really black, no.